one of the ultimate challenges I think a hunter can face is going toe-to-toe with an individual animal on his turf with the willingness to live and deciphering his daily movements and what you need to do to successfully harvest that animal. I think it allows you to gain the ultimate respect for that animal and his life. Lefty really came on the scene for me back in the summer of 2014. We were velvet scouting in July one evening and set eyes on this gorgeous 3.5-year-old deer, which I immediately became completely obsessed with from the moment I seen him. Really didn't get a lot of pictures or intel of him that season and didn't really focus on him a lot at the time. The 2014 season came to a close and I was immediately setting my sights on the following year. I had no clue this buck, what happened to him, and lo and behold, March of 2015, my relatives recovered one of the sheds off of him, and I knew right away the hunt was back on for Lefty. My biggest concern with the stand I currently have that's off of that corner of that plot, it's a great stand because there's 3-4 trails crossing there, but entering and exiting is a very tough. We're so close to the food source still where there's that risk of bumping deer where the other stand that I have up in the woods is far enough where you can get in and out.
However they're coming through here, you're trying to capture that movement. So let's say even back here, let's say you don't have a tree until you can hunt all the way back here.
That's where pretty much the first one would be. A few stands were put in place based off of the previous year's intel, and I thought I had a solid plan going into the 2015 season. But there would only be one problem.
We just smoked 6-pack, baby. Thank you, Chad, dude. He is a beast. He is a beast. That is a beast of a 6.
By September 30th, I already punched my Wisconsin bow tag while hunting up on Chad's property during early season. The remainder of my fall, I would spend learning our property better and trying to pattern Lefty for my 2016 season.
It's November 6th today. We just had the one front come through the other day, and we're in a set that I actually moved this one year last year. We did about 75-80 yards over here. And we just noticed a lot of the deer movement was primarily right through this opening here. The food plot's probably about 75 to 80 yards to the west. We got a perfect west wind tonight. These deer should be up and moving. Just want to see what's coming through here, basically. Make sure this stands in the perfect spot for next season. That right there is unbelievable. You could just, I don't know, it was about 10 minutes ago, you could hear some grunting. Grunting going on in the woods back here. Hear some limbs snapping, and all of a sudden coming right at me is my biggest hit lister. Unfortunately, I don't have a tag. That's a buck I'm very familiar with. I got 2 years of pictures of him. He's an absolutely beautiful 10-pointer. He had a bunch of trash last year, splits and stuff, and he's clean this year. But just had him here at 30 yards all day, and I had to let him walk. Still an awesome encounter. Unfortunately, that would have probably been the biggest deer of my life right now. All the work you put into hunting your properties, and I'm absolutely happy with the buck I shot this year. And just to see how you plan it out. I mean, he drew it to a T. This is exactly how I wanted that buck to work in from day one. To see your game plan actually working and knowing it's going to work into the future is awesome. Hopefully, we got gun season up ahead here. I was gonna plan if I get back early enough, I might try and do a little bow hunting during gun season here, but otherwise, we don't have a date with that deer until hopefully next year. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
6 cameras along that east end. So if he crosses, we're gonna get him here eventually on one of them. This is our main focus, October on, is this 100-yard area right here. Because that's where it's gonna be at if it happens. North or south wind, coming from the north, coming from the south. We can exit either way without even coming out onto the food sources at night. If we hunt them smart, when the weather gives us the opportunity, hunt the wind when it gives us the opportunity, I think we're gonna get a chance at him this year. This deer's 5 years old, so it's not his first rodeo, but we got 3 years of trail camera photos to go off of this buck, and we've got it pretty much narrowed down to right here. Lefty's gonna come out of the bedding area here, take a couple grunts down the trail, stop him right here, and that's gonna be the end of the story. That'll work.
It's October 9th. It's the youth season. This weekend in Wisconsin, Sunday. We had a cold front come through here the last few days. This is kind of the last day of the cold front. So, we got a south wind tonight. We decided to slip in to the spot that Joey be on this summer. We're kind of in some very thick cover. Lefty started showing up on the camera here within the last week. So we feel like he's moving in the area. He's going to start coming more regular. We're about 100 yards from where I had the encounter from him last November to the south here. And this is his gauntlet. I mean, this is where we're going to get it done. It's going to be between these two stands and the one on the east.
We hunted hard for Lefty in 2016, but at the end of October, his presence on the cameras greatly diminished, which led me to ponder his fate. Had he been harvested by another hunter? Did he die of other causes? This feeling of uncertainty is enough to drive any hunter insane, and I was closing in on my breaking point.
Up on my dad's, we're gonna check some of the bedding areas up here that we usually don't step foot in all season, but there's no deer around this time of year, and we're looking for Lefty. We haven't had a picture of him since October 29th, which is pretty rare. This deer has thrown me for a lot of loops the last few years, but I have no idea where this deer ended up going the last couple months of season, so kind of concerned. Hopefully he's not laying dead anywhere, but we're gonna comb some of the bedding areas, and we hope we don't find them. Maybe we'll pick up some sheds, but I don't know.
Let's keep pushing east. Hopefully we don't find anything in these pines up in here, but I think if he's laying up in here, that's where he'd be, so.
The annual summer work was done, and the coverts were set, but as fall began, Lefty's presence on the camera was still unknown. At this point, I had scratched him off the list and began shifting my focus to other bucks that were starting to show up on the cameras.
Lefty's back. This deer has been MIA for the last almost 11 months. And I just got a picture of him. I'm almost positive it's him. That's got me so pumped. This deer's a 6.5-year-old deer. I've been hunting him for I don't even know how long. Merp, merp. kind of a slow morning. We seen a little buck right at the get-go, and it was getting to be about 9:30, and this doe comes strolling through, and we decided to make a shot on her. We got a lot of does on this property, trying to get some of them off. A lot of old girls that have definitely winded us a time or two, so it felt good to even the score out today. So got my doe tag punched, and now we're ready to go chase a buck. So. Had a buck pretty familiar with. I've had him on camera the last few years now. Actually passed him, I don't know, back in like 2015 I think it was. Buck we call Shamigo. He has something goofy going on one side this year. I don't know what it's all about, but I actually got a picture of him a few weeks ago, about a half mile south of here. And he kind of just up and vanished. And he came from the worst frickin' spot possible. And he was heading right to us, son of a bitch.
Let's go shoot Lefty. What do you say?
Sounds wonderful.
I've about had enough of this deer.
It's November 6th today. Me and Joey slipped into a stand for me and Hung actually last year. We're basically, let's say 100 yards further north into the hardwoods of where we've been sitting in the jack pine. A lot of the deer we're catching, they actually cruise through the tag holders right here. Hopefully tonight's the night. Storm blew through yesterday, cleared up, pressure's starting to rise right now. Conditions are perfect, so we just need a big one to put us up here. I'm ready to punch his tag once and for all. Hear that? There's something walking over here. Here he comes. It's Lefty. It's Lefty. He's coming right to us. Meow.
Good job, buddy.
The whole time thinking this is never gonna happen. We're never gonna see this frickin' deer again.
What did you say in the truck?
I can't even remember right now what I
You
said.
just want to be done with them.
I just want to be done with him, I said. We're freaking done with him. Well, here's Lefty. I've spent many nights dreaming of this deer, getting my hands on him. And it's just an unbelievable feeling. Me and Joey hung this set in 80-some degree heat last summer and said it was gonna happen out of either this set or that one over there, where we had the encounter with him last. And he read the script absolutely perfect tonight. I can't believe it. This deer's thrown me for so many curveballs in the last 4 years. Just on how inconsistent he's been in his patterns, and I've spent so many times trying to study this deer, and historically, another 3 or 4 more days and it's almost like he just goes off the radar on our property. So I knew if we were gonna get a chance at him, it was gonna have to be pretty soon. So let's celebrate.
Exactly. So I'm gonna just grab a hold of him.
Grab a hold of his butt cheeks.
Roll him. There he is. There we go. I wasn't gonna let him fall.